Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Today I'm going to be setting up a lamp for myself because the light is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, there's no light in here, right? And this is the light that makes everything so bright, right? And it's either bright as hell or absolute darkness. So essentially what I'm trying to do is I want a lamp because I want to have those nights where it's like, slightly bright, not like fucking sun is in my eyes. So I kind of wanted to build this lamp while I'm talking about a subject today that I just thought was interesting, is that like the concept of sometimes in life you have to raise yourself, you can't be always guided by parents, guided by other people, and I experienced that very early in my childhood, right? Like I was a teenager, I got my first job at 15, I worked for 3 years until I became an adult, right? This is my first time actually without a job, so I'm job searching again, but I just got more thoughts into the idea that I had to raise myself, and that's okay, Well, I guess I'll just take all the shit first because it looks very confusing with all its components. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm just making a lamp and talking. The fuck, bro, got the lamp noodle. But yeah, I honestly don't know if this video is going to be like more of an advice. I think I'm just going to talk as I do it kind of thing. And like, I have a conflict between like, was it a good thing? Was it like, was I getting an advantage against other kids? Like sometimes it's a good thing, right? Because you get to know on yourself. I mean, well, at least I did. I don't know. Some people may have been more unfortunate, and when they learn themselves, they sometimes get with the wrong group or they get the wrong information and they get influenced bad. But I was one of the few that actually made the right decisions as a kid. I got a job. I got to know what a credit card was really early. So when I turned into an adult, it was pretty easy for me to understand. I got to know like interest, all that shit. I understand financial aspects very, very well. But I have a battle between myself. Like, was it good that like, I didn't really have much of a childhood, or was it bad? Or like, I'm not really sure in that aspect, you kind of have fun with like, you're getting to explore the world on your own with no supervision, That is definitely a lot of control to have as a kid, but it's also scary, right? Because what does that do with your school? What is, like, how does that affect your grades? How does that affect your ability to, what about like discipline, discipline as a kid? Does that, like, it's those things are definitely something that like I experienced were difficult, I do wish that I got more family-oriented things, but I don't blame anyone. I don't, like, it's just circumstantial and it happens. And I mean, I wasn't one of the few that had a car during like my teen years, but I can imagine that probably was even crazier of a responsibility, being able to drive and, people using you for being like, hey, can you pick me up? Hey, can you pick me up from work? Hey, can you do this? Especially in relationships, that dynamic of having a car, having a job. It's already more with having a job, but like, sometimes I feel like the responsibility of, the thing is like, if you have more power, whatever, more power, more responsibility kind of thing. Like, yeah, especially as a young person, that's like, I don't know, that's too much in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, I don't blame anyone. I don't blame, like, it's just circumstantial, right? So it just happens sometimes. I don't know why I'm assembling on a fucking bed, eh? I'll take this to the floor like a normal civilized human being. Like, that's the thing, like, it's like when I look at instructions and like I don't understand, when you're a kid, your first thing that goes to your brain is like, Dad, can you help me? Like, someone help me, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, you're always like, I don't know. I'm not used to it because I don't know, like, what, I'm not going to ask for help if I don't know, like, I don't know the feeling of being used to like, hey, can you like help me out though? Like, you know. I mean, it's a part of it for me was that I wasn't comfortable, you know, talking about my shit, but you're going in a weird POV for now, but I'm still trying to fucking... But yeah, it's honestly just that guidance, you know, like that feeling of, you know, like school, when you go in school and you're like, hey, this is the courses you need, like that kind of feeling of being like, hey, I can ask this person that for advice at any point in time. It's like some people didn't have that, and oh, what? Oh my god. See, like that feeling of like being like, okay, I know what I'm doing, like I know I'm stupid right now, but like I just don't know what the hell I'm doing, bro. Like, what am I doing? I got the RGB lights, so hopefully that'll look good. Not sponsored, of course. And I could put it in the link in the description, I think, but be mindful that probably the links are affiliate links that give me a credit, so. I finally set up the light. It's pretty nice. I can now, it's paired with my Alexa, so I can do, Alexa, turn off the light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on the light.
Okay.
Wow, like, damn, okay. It's pretty decent. I can change the colors as well because it's the Govee LED. Boom. Bing. Bang. Boom. So, yeah, I'm very glad that I can have a light that dims too and, you know, reduces the brightness, you know. From this amount of light, Alexa, turn off the light.
Okay.
To this amount of light. Jesus Christ. I appreciate you watching today's video. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope it resonated with you, and much love as always, and I'll see you in the next one.